Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Origins, live stream number 17, as we continue our journey through Egypt. Now, if you missed last night's live stream, we did a small 2-hour live stream last night. We only really cleared one mission, but we managed to get 3 trophies completed on the road to the Platinum. We also had a couple of issues with clearing in the isolated desert. There was a couple of camps where the captains decided they weren't going to be there. Hopefully tonight when we load in, they'll be there so we can clear them. Fingers crossed. But tonight we're going to carry on. We're going to see how much more we can get done in the next couple of hours. Only a small stream before our main stream on Monday. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. It's very hot here in the UK at the minute, which is normally wouldn't be too bad. I'm struggling a little bit. Okay, just finishing up the YouTube side and then we'll crack on. There we go. 17th. Dun dun dun. Happy daisy too. So yeah, we're going to carry on trying to clear what we can tonight and go from there. Right, I think I've done everything. I hope. So we are, let's have a look. We are now level 46, so we're above the first DLC max level. And we are 63 hours and 35 minutes in, and we haven't started the DLC yet. I'm curious to what kind of time we're going to be on for when we finish. It's going to be an interesting one, I think, to be fair. But we shall see what we can get done tonight. We'll get comfortable. But yeah, I hope everyone's weekend's going well. It's definitely a warm one at the minute. We shall see what we can achieve. So last night we managed to get the rebel mission done. It's quite a long mission. And we cleared question marks along the way. We also cleared 2 gold question marks. One was an ancient mechanism. Second one we've come across. And we also cleared a tomb. But first things first, we need to head straight here. So this is what all we need to do is find the captain. And he wasn't there last time. Hopefully he'll be there today. Something's attacking me. Easy dealt with. Yeah, hopefully he is there today. Would make life a bit easier for you, otherwise we're going to have to come back another time. Two riders around. Okay, what's their betting? What do you think? Do you think he's there? Do you think he's not? Animal. Might as well take the loot while we can. A couple of camels here. Right, we need the captain to be here. Hopefully he will be. Yes! Captain is here today.
No!
Rebels are attacking as well. Okay. Too far away to take him from here. I'd wonder if it would be. Yeah. Alright, the captain is here. Just standing there. All we need to do is take the captain out. Nothing else. Trying to set the trap. Get out of there before it blows up. That was good timing. Good evening, Lisa. How are you? Yes, looking for the captain. So the first one was here. Hope you've had a good weekend so far. So yeah, the first captain was where he should have been. So that bodes well for the second, doesn't it? Treasure's done, there's nothing else. So, first captain of the camp that was missing yesterday, he decided to go for a little holiday, is back. So on to the next one. And then from there, we can head down and clear along here before we look at where we're heading next. But yeah, first one was there. So fingers crossed, second one will be too. But yeah, how are you today then, Lisa? How's your weekend going so far? Alright, fingers crossed. If one is there, in theory, the second one should be as well. You would have expected it to be. That's the hope anyway. Just seemed like yesterday they decided to take a vacation. Which obviously for us is a little bit frustrating. Come on. I'm alright. Yeah, I'm getting there. It's a really warm one at the minute. Other than that, I'm alright. Oh, don't tell me he's not there. I don't think he's here. The first one was, but I don't think the second one is. I can't spot him up. There's only 2 guards here. Oh, there's rebels down here though. Attacking someone. Well, it's one guy on his own. What about these guys? There's no captain. They're running somewhere. They're ambushing. Rebels are now attacking them. As far as I can tell, the other captain isn't here. That's frustrating. Those prisoners are free. Why would he not be here? Definitely not here, I don't think. We can free the rebel. Yeah, hang on. Who are these guys? They're raiding. Don't know who they are, but they're raiding. But yeah, I think the captain's missing from this camp.
I must be careful now.
Right, we got to protect allies. The captain definitely isn't here.
Friend, you have my thanks.
We will assist the rebels here. But yeah, I don't think there's a captain. It's definitely not in there asleep. I think it has glitched. I think we'll have to come back another time. As I say, the last one worked. Yeah, we've not had any issues all the way through until now.
I cannot thank you enough, friend.
You're good. You're good. Yeah, we've not had a single issue really, all the way through, and now suddenly we're having a few issues. And it is just with camps. They're raiding. Just want to see if he's in the local area. But I wouldn't say he is. So it does mean I think we're going to have to come back here another time. Obviously there's still rebels over here dealing with someone. They're being ambushed. Yeah, well the first camp worked. Let's go. Just deal with these ones. I just want to see if anything clicks. Maybe once we help the rebels. I think it's not helping the rebels are getting there before us. I don't know if that's having something to do with it, maybe. There's a lot of rebels here. They don't need our help.
I'll rally the troops.
He was going to... Right, so that guy was going to call for reinforcements. Which makes me wonder if these are part of the camp. Right, protect rebels is done. Where are you guys heading now? I wonder if they... I kind of want to think they were going back towards the camp, because he had a burn, an alarm thing. I don't think... Is that a soldier? He is defending. He's also throwing a body away. Or is that a rebel? That's a rebel, isn't it? Yeah, I think the rebels attacking is causing issues. So, I think we're going to have to leave that one for the time being. As I say, this one worked straight away as soon as we loaded in. I think we're going to have to finish off this evening somewhere nearby, ready to head there straight away next time. I think is our only real option at this point. We'll get that one first, I think. Yeah, there's a bug. I can't find them outside. I've looked. Yeah, there's nothing. That, like I say, when we loaded in, we went straight to this camp. The captain was there immediately. So because the captain was there immediately, this one wasn't. It's something we're just going to have to deal with, I think. Good evening, gaming. How are you? Thank you for the like, whoever that was. Much appreciated. We've started God of War. Nice. Right. Let's do the question marks. Maybe we can try fast traveling back in a little while. And see. So we're having a few issues with the camps clearing. Last night we were clearing a couple of camps and had no captains in the camp or in the surrounding area. So we left them. We loaded back in this evening, and one of the captains was in the camp, but the other camp still has no captain. Which obviously, without a captain, you can't clear the camp. You reckon just pass time and it will turn up? I'm happy to give it a go. Okay, we'll pass time and see if they arrive. If not, we'll leave it until we load back in on Monday morning, and I hope he's there then. Let's see if load time fixes it. No. The rebels are attacking by the looks of it again. These rebels here? Yeah. So the rebels are attacking, which I think is what's causing the issue. There's no one in the camp. The problem is the rebels have taken over. Yeah, that hasn't worked for us. We can try one more time just in case. But I think it's the rebels causing the glitch. Because there's so many of them around at the minute. They seem to be going to the places we're heading, and I think that's causing the issue. Go in the camp and do it. Really? In the camp and then speed up time. I'm happy to try it. I'll be surprised if that actually fixes it. Because that means we're already in the camp. See, it's a red area. Okay, let's try it. I'm expecting to be immediately attacked. It does work. No. And then I think the issue is because the rebels are here. So I don't think it will load in the troops because of the rebels. But, so because, well, it's fine. What we'll do, we'll hopefully when we load back in first thing on Monday, we'll try it again. Yeah, we've done that previously, and there's nothing locally. That is the captain. Like I say, we had this last night as well, with two camps. One was solved as we loaded in today, and one isn't. So I'm thinking we'll just load back in tomorrow, on Monday. Yeah, we did already scan, and there was no one around. Like I say, I think it's because there's so many rebels around, so they're killing people
And the sand with it.
before we get near, and I think that's causing the issue. So if we go do stuff further afield, it may help. But yeah, I think it's the rebels that are causing the problem. Hopefully it's not a game-breaking bug, and it will, like I say, we loaded into the other one and it solved it, so I'm hoping similar will work again. It may even be a case, I suppose, of do something, let it save and then reload back in and head straight there, maybe. Right, this is a camp.
Whoa.
Rebels here again attacking. I think we're going to have the same issue. Yeah, I know, it's part of the trophy. Right, the rebels are already attacking. I've got a feeling there's no captain here. And just a quick guess. But I think there's no captain. Oh no, there's a captain there. Oh, okay. Ignore that for a minute. Let's go and deal with this. I've got an hallucination happening at the same time. Is that the fire, the hallucination? Is that a real fire? No, that's a fire tree was my hallucination. Right. Which camp does he belong to? Because that was a captain. But he didn't go towards any camp, I don't think. Hope, yes, there we go. So that captain on the road there cleared this camp. But he was miles away. The problem is it's the rebels causing the issue. Moses vibe with the flaming tree. Yeah, that's a different hallucination. Not had that one before. And he says to God of War, I've not played it. So to be fair, I can't really give you any tips. We are getting a fair amount of hallucinations. Not the one we need. We need the flaming bugs. These rebels are everywhere, and they're attacking everyone. I don't get why the rebels are attacking so many people. Yeah, God of War's on our list, we just haven't got a chance of doing it yet. Right, rebels can now go away, because they're now annoying. I can hear voices.
Weapons ready.
I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a female voice. And we just got the hallucination kind of symbol come up, so I think it's the female voice. The PlayStation 4 one doesn't actually tell you which God of War it is gaming. There's some of the PlayStation 3 ones have been remastered. Is it the one with the child in it? Because I think that's number 4, isn't it? I think it's number 4, the one with the child. I can't remember now. So the plan is, question marks, and then we head north. We want to take on the Iron Ball, clear these 3 question marks, and then from there decide where we're heading. May even do a reload in, hopefully. Yeah, the child. I think that is number 4 then. So that hallucination was a woman talking. We're going to experience every hallucination bar the bugs, aren't we? Because that's the one we actually need. Okay, next question mark. Vultures, possibly? I don't think it's a camp. I think it's an animal one. Be my guess. There we go, vultures. Man, I called that. And the one we need is just here. Question mark cleared. I love really nice, quick, easy question marks. There's a dead man here. Normally there's a note to say what happened.
That wind will raise the sands.
It's a weird little pit. There's been a fire here. I would have said. Is there anything else here? There is a treasure nearby. There. I'm assuming there's a note next to it as well. 2 dead people as well. Craftsman caught in the crossfire, perhaps mistaken for a rebel. Seems the philosophy out here is to shoot first and ask questions later. Ah. The wrong place, wrong time would be my suggestion then. Right, where are we heading next? There's a gold question mark flashing at me. Oh, that's the one down there. Okay, question mark here, then we'll head to that one, going up. So I'm listening to the advice as well, Lisa, because it is on our list at some point. PlayStation Now would help us, because that would enable us to play all the God of Wars. Valkyries. Definitely got to play them. Okay. This, are they, I think they're hyenas, aren't they? Yeah, that is a big group of hyenas. Big old group of hyenas this was. Come here. Right, I think we've dealt with the hyenas. There's a big old group of them. Right. Let's see what this is going to be. Snake. So I just heard a snake slithering around. What? Just a random snake in the middle of nowhere. Oh no. Senu's dealt with a second snake. Where did she see that? There. Right, what do we got for this question mark? Oh, it's just treasure. Nice easy one. Okay, nice easy one with hyenas involved. But not too bad. Come on then, hyenas, where are you? Well, we're getting crafting materials at the same time. There's some hidden stuff you've got to war that's nice to put fairly early, so... Some of it's pretty impossible. That sounds like a challenge to me, Lisa. You have to look in a certain pattern to look at a hidden item. Really? Wow. The thing is, I'm not against guides. I just try not to use them as much as possible. I've already said we're going to have to use one for Witcher. To get it 100%, we haven't got a choice. So I'm not against guides. But how did the first person figure out you had to do that? That's always been my question. When you find these impossible things, who is the first person to figure it out, and how did they figure it out? I've always wondered how that happens. You know, we've found things that no one else has found in games like Valhalla with this, Santa Claus. But it's kind of a simple thing you found just by exploring. To actually figure out a pattern to look in a certain direction. You know, what made that person do that in the first place? So this was in this place where this treasure was. Day 39, 6 of my men are dead, 12 remain. Half of them on the brink of giving up, but the gods have perhaps answered my prayers. A grave storm rolled in last night, smothered a work site. Thought it might be, and instead we woke up from bones of artifacts that surfaced because of the storm. These could be the remains of the lost army of Cambyses. 50,000 Persians who vanished in the blink of an eye after setting out to destroy the oracle at Siwa. It was 500 years ago. This new discovery has breathed on life back of my men and lifted their spirits, but there's no denying we've been out here far too long. The sun taking its toll, and the friction between the rebels and the Ptolemies is inching closer in this direction. We may have to abandon this site altogether. What a tragedy that would be. This could all be lost again by the time we return. So this was a dig site looking for ancient remains of an army, by the sounds of it. Which is what all these bodies are. That's quite cool. I don't think there's anything else here to pick up. There's a couple of little bits. It's quite cool though. I love just the little backstories between these little places. It's very cool. Oh, my eyes. And don't read up on Norse mythology. What major spoilers to the end of the game? Oh, is it really? Is it that way? Is it? Right, gold question mark next, and then we head back up, and then hopefully iron ball. I think our only upgrade currently is the tool pouch. I'm holding off. 7 would give us braces. 7 would give us stabilizer glove. So we'll hold off for the 7th, I think. Alright, gold question mark. What is it going to be this time? So the Norse mythology, does it follow in the game then? I don't know too much about God of War. It's one of those things I've always thought was too linear. So for me it's never been on my list. And then Keller and Gaming have both said about doing it. So now I want to. It's above us. Ooh! Stone circle. The Apis stone circle. Nice. Another one of these cleared off our list then. Thank you for the like, that was much appreciated. This one should be a fairly simple one to find. But if we do it, like I say, I normally listen to the story a little bit if we can.
Papa, what is best in life?
To seek justice and truth. To live with honor. To protect the weak and the poor. And to love your mother.
My friend Kenan said it was to crush our enemies and to hear the lamentations of their women.
We are Magi, son. Not barbarians.
Hello, hello.
The bull god. He is the strength of the pharaoh. Each year, he is born as a calf with special markings. The pharaoh finds this calf and worships it.
Well, I'm trying to find it. Currently, not seeing it. Your chest is hurting. Why is your chest hurting? Why can't I find this one? I didn't think this would be that difficult one to find. It's a fairly simple pattern. It's not that one. Right, we'll go along the bottom first, if there's any... Oh, it's here. That's where it is. It's the weather, yeah, it is quite warm at the minute, isn't it? There we go. Apis is done. Obviously, one of the trophies towards the plan is still all the stone circles. And there is a weapon we need to go and we need to clear a gold question mark later on once we've done all the stone circles. So we know about that. That's something we ought to go back to once they're done. I do like the stone circles, they're quite cool. Your ribs that. That's different. Do you normally suffer like that in the heat then? Right, so from here we're heading back north, and then from there we're going after the Iron Bull. Is there anything else here? No, not by the looks of it. Just wanted to have a look, just because there's a little pathway up here. There's a little cavern. I think it just leads around the other side. There's bats in here. The bats flying around. The noise they make. Oh, look at this. So hieroglyphics on the wall. Some sort of celebration, I think. Why does that rock look different to the others? No, I just wondered if I could break it because it looked different. But yeah, the bats are flying around. The hieroglyphics are cool. Hadn't seen that on a wall around. It was only because I just noticed the way the path led up. It doesn't normally hurt. Yeah, our non-emergency number for the UK is 111. And they will advise an ambulance or an on-call doctor to call you back, depending what they think. But yeah, I think if it's not something you normally have, the heat, it's definitely worth getting it checked out, gaming. That was cool with the hieroglyphics though. Right, next question mark. Let's get a lot. I want to get to a new area today. You know, we spent an hour and a half yesterday doing one mission. It's not about making a big deal out of nothing though, gaming. If it's something that's unusual and not normal for you, then it is always best to get it checked out. Do you have asthma at all? Or do you suffer with hay fever or allergies? Because it could be something along them lines, but if it is not normal for you, it is always best to get it checked out. It's never a big deal to be on the safe side. You've not drank, you've not had water today. No, it's never a big deal to call a doctor or anything, gaming. What? So it could be you've not drank enough today. Like I say, if it's not normal for you, I would personally err on the side of caution. Snake. I saw you, Snake. Ish. Go on then, Sonu. Can you get down this little gap? There we go. Good, Sonu. Here lies a murderer. Behold this lifeless vessel. What remains of a murderer who begged for the gods for forgiveness. My poor husband. Marriage only 3 days old and full of life, strangled in the drunken fit of a dice game. See here how the gods didn't answer his prayers. The snake's moving, I just noticed it. See how it did not stop me from taking my revenge. His soul was meant to lead. So he was murdered, this guy, after he murdered a woman's husband. Bit tit for tat, really, isn't it? What's the interact bit here? Oh, that was what we just read. We didn't actually loot what we're actually here for. There we go. Yeah, definitely drink water. Yeah, fruit's a good idea. Sugar levels up. Gotta look after yourself, gaming. Drinking is one of those things you should always do. Especially when it's hot as well. Right. If we can get to the iron ball, we'll take him on. If not, we've got two or three question marks over here to clear. And then I think we'd finish this area. Bar that one camp. What it may do is try and get it saved nearby, which I think I can do by just dismantling a piece of gear and then maybe load the save back in. Hope the captain's there after that. Can't really use Set at this point because he won't like the hills. Yeah, like I say, if you're worried, speak to your parents. Not, sorry, wrong thing. Not if you're worried. If it's unusual for you and different for you, it's not a normal feeling. Speak to your parents and get them to call 111. It's never a bad thing to be safe. But I would also drink. My other half's just as bad. She'll spend all day and not drink anything, and then wonder why she's got a splitting headache in the evening. Whereas I spend most of the day drinking water. Right, we can call set at this point, I think, and then we're gonna track down the iron ball. We're gonna chase him down. That's another one done. There he is, somewhere ahead of us. There are question marks nearby, so it's not an issue. We'll be going back to those. Alright, come on, iron ball. Ah, light's gone down by 1. It does that sometimes. Some reason you get lights on them and then they disappear. Oh. One hallucination. No? I thought I had the hallucination coming. I had the green screen for a minute. Right, here we go. We're here. Here he is. Looks like he's taking a break. Oh, he's got a staff, is it? Or a spear? He's on fire now. Body's on fire. There's still some damage. Okay, some other soldiers are now joining him. Probably could do without the other guys joining him. Okay, we're going to have to deal with these guys, I think. One down. To be fair, we are a little bit over leveled for him now, so it's not that big a deal taking him on. There we go. Although, if I get caught by his big attacks like that, it's never a good sign. Right, he's down. Okay, let's confirm the kill. That wasn't that bad, to be fair. Ooh! New shield. Don't think it's as good as what we're using. Annoyingly. But that wasn't too bad to deal with him. We are over leveled now. Come on, he's gone green again. Give me the bugs. He's trying to slow down. Got a heartbeat. I don't know what it's giving. Oh, comets. The shooting stars in the sky. That's what that hallucination is. Good evening, Kathy. How are you? Right, let's have a look. We took out Iron Ball, so we'll just have a look at the shield we got from him. It's Dosa's Pride. Even future God Kings need sturdy, well-balanced protection. And it provides, if you use it, it gives you sleep on block. So when you block someone, it actually sends them to sleep. That's a weird one. Interesting. It's actually a better HP than the one we're using. By 1. I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm a bit hot, but other than that, it's quite warm here at the minute. Yeah, sleep on block. Well, we don't really block people. But that's quite an interesting one, isn't it? For people to... I think we should try it out. I'm going to have to remember to block. But, yeah, if that sends people to sleep on a block, that's really cool. Okay, one question mark to here. So, we loaded back in Lisa, and the 2 camps we could... sorry, Lisa, Kathy, I mean. We loaded back in Kathy, and one of the 2 camps that the captains have run away from, one of them had the captain there. The second one still hasn't, so we're still missing 1 captain, as it stands. But, we've taken down the Iron Ball, we now just need to clear 3 question marks, and we're done. Connor, how are you? I wouldn't say I'm doing well, but I'm okay, thank you. Thank you for dropping by. I hear you're leaving soon, so it won't be long till you're gone. Right, there is a leopard or something in here. And our treasure is just here. Okay. That's that one dealt with. Ruined Temple of Mafdet done. No, I wouldn't. I don't. Quest-wise, yes. But we've got, it depends how much we've got to do in these places. If there's not many question marks, then probably not. So it just depends on what's in the places we haven't been to, like the Black Desert and stuff. I don't think we are. I don't think we're massively far. It's just the clearing that takes the time, doesn't it? That's the thing. And for the platinum, you have to clear everything, which is what we do anyway. But it's just going to take a little bit of time. If this we need an hallucination where the bugs come down. That's what we need, because that's probably going to hold us back from getting the platinum, I think. No, I wouldn't. There's not massive amount to do. And like I say, when they're animal based, you find the chief animal, take them out. They're quick and easy, aren't they? These ones here, Ptolemy statue. There's a lion in here, but it's one treasure. You know, they're not difficult. They don't take long. That is a lion, isn't it? Sleeping. And I missed the lion. Can't block animals, so we can't test their sleep on block. The lion's dealt with. Deal with the statue. And then grab the treasure, and then that's this one cleared. So I mean, so things like this are really quick and easy. Don't take long at all. I think we've got one more. Oh, so I think that was an hallucination again. I don't know what one. I swear that must have went weird. I'm recovering just very slowly. 3 weeks. No, I don't think you'll be seeing me before, I'm afraid, Connor. But I hope it all goes well for you. Obviously, keep in touch. Come on. I keep getting the noise of the hallucination. I keep getting the screen go green, but we don't always get an hallucination, and we're not getting the one we need. Currently, we've had a burning tree so far tonight. We've had the comets. So. Right, question mark here, and now we just need to double check we've done all of them. This is a camp. Will the captain be here? That's the big question.
Whoa.
Captain is here. That's a bonus. I wonder, do we put everyone to sleep? And then put the jars around them and assure them? No worries, Connor, at all. I hope it all goes well. Hope it, you achieve everything you set out to achieve. I might try and cheese one of the trophies. Or try out, it's not a cheese. Let's try out the suggestion that Keller used. We can put a camp to sleep. Now this is not going to be simple, I must admit, but if we can get the camp to go to sleep, we can then put the jars around these guys and blow them up with an arrow, and that may get a major part of this trophy done. Hallucinations gone green again. Or do we just explode that jar from here?
This area is off limits.
It's getting everyone in one place. Right. Yeah, no worries, Connor. Take care as well, and hopefully I'll speak to you again soon.
Hey, wait!
Is he asleep? Yes. It's how long the sleep lasts for is the issue. Right, this guy isn't going to stay asleep. I've assassinated him. He wasn't going to stay asleep as long. Right, he's asleep. See, it gives me a choice to assassinate. Doesn't give me the chance to carry. Ah, wrong bow. Yeah, it didn't give me a chance to parry for some reason. And I thought on block does send them to sleep. The block does send people to sleep. I don't know why you couldn't see me. But yeah, the block sent him to sleep. For some reason, unless I'm thinking different button, I couldn't carry them. Maybe I was looking at the wrong button. Let's save this person while we're here. I love the fact he went to sleep though when we blocked. That's quite cool. Look at that. He didn't go to sleep that time. Right, it's down. We'll clear the camp anyway. I'm kind of just not achieving much if I start messing around. I just wondered if we could try Keller's trick, but for some reason couldn't pick him up. I could only assassinate while they were asleep. Right, I think that's every camp done. Every question mark in this area done. Ptolemy statue. I can't see any more. There is obviously one camp. So what I'm thinking, if we fast travel to probably here, and then it should do a save, and then we'll reload back in and try and see if that one works. If not, we'll move on to the next area. It's kind of my thinking. See if we can get it to just get the captain back in place. But yeah, for some reason when they were asleep, I couldn't get it to carry. I could assassinate. Unless I'm just thinking... The button is triangle to carry. And yeah, we couldn't. Right, if I need to dismantle one piece of gear, it doesn't matter what it is, and it should do an automatic save. There we go. Save there. So now, if we come out, quit the title screen, we're going to load back in. And hopefully, fingers crossed, if I could cross my toes I would, that the captain will now be there when we load back in. Kind of my thinking. Otherwise, we've just got to remember to come back. It's worth a shot. It's the first time in the whole game we've encountered any bugs or glitches. We've not had an issue the whole time until now. Right, there we go. Let us have a look. And then new area. We've got to decide where we should head next. I think the majority of the quests we've got are all to the east, but there's still places in the west we haven't done, and south. But I'd like to think we'd start DLC possibly next week. I know our streams are a little bit more all over the place next week, but I'd hope we'd start it next week. Would be my thinking. Every time I always get it wrong. Whenever I guess how long I've got left or something, like we did with Valhalla and Odyssey, I was massively out on how long we had left. Okay, we've loaded back in. Let's highlight this one, and that's where we've got to get to. And hope the captain is there. We'll give it one shot. If it doesn't work, we'll move on. I hope to come back another time and it be there. I basically need no rebels there, I think. I don't know how you tell rebels to go away though. That's the problem. I think that's a symbol for a rebel attack, isn't it? They may already be there. Yeah, the rebel's already there. And there's more coming here as well.
That's wind. Sandstorm coming.
Alright, that's a normal soldier. I don't think there's any soldiers here. Because the rebel... Oh, what is the... Captain's here. Problem solved. Hey, let's get this done then. If anyone's near a jar, we'll try and do one towards that trophy at least. Need someone to be near a jar though.
They will attack on sight here.
I've got him, I think, before he killed me. Oh, and another one. They both jumped down. I don't know what made them suddenly jump down, but they both decided to.
Hey. You must die.
He wasn't near the fire when I did it. But we've cleared the camp. That's the important part. As the camp is done. No need to come back again. Finally done. Okay. So let's just move out of here. And we've freed the prisoner. Not that we actually really need the XP at this point. So, that is every question mark in the isolated desert done. Now my thinking from here is we head to the Black Desert. Now, there is a trophy for going to the, I'm assuming the highest point. There is a trophy for somewhere in there. Quest-wise, I don't think we've got anything nearby. All of these, I'm pretty sure, are to the east. No, this one actually isn't. There's one in Fiam. Lead them into the White Desert. Ah, that's in Fiam. I wonder if we head there first for this mission. It's going to lead us into the desert, which may be this one. Or it could be one of these deserts. Give us a reason to go there, wouldn't it? I think we should go to Fiam. I didn't know we still had a mission there, to be fair. Thought we'd done them all. Although, isn't this where the elephants? That's the other question. The desert's a best chance of getting this hallucination to happen as well. Can't zoom too far, otherwise I'll lose where things are. But no, that's not the double ones, aren't there? Yeah, I think we should head to Fiam. Pick this mission up, see which desert it is. If it's this one, we'll finish the mission. Hopefully it's one of these other ones. That's probably a good idea, I think. But yeah, I forgot we had this. When we got this was the missions off the boat. We cleared 2. This was the highest level one, and we were waiting. And obviously I've forgotten all about it. Make sure to reward Senu once in a while. She works hard, deserves some praise. I like that. We do say thank you to her every time she swoops down and deals with a snake for me. Right, we've got to go and find... So used to having soldiers around, there's always rebels, so now there's soldiers again. Right, we've got to go and speak to the madman. See what he needs. Something about missing people in the desert. But that's all we're heading now. And see where he needs us to go. Hopefully it's one of the deserts we haven't been to. It's just a reason to go there. but we'll end up going there anyway because we're going to end up clearing them. But there's just an extra reason dead there. Alright, he's to the left of the camp. I didn't know camels can't jump as much as Set does. Maybe it's my driving or riding causing it, but I didn't know camels could jump like that. Could be why it looks a little bit awkward. Okay, so this guy is meant to be here. At least in the desert, it means we've got a chance for hallucination.
With my own eyes. Demons. When everyone is gone. The monsters took them while we farmed. Gods, save us!
What happened to you?
We were all attacked by demons. They took the boy.
What boy? Why didn't anyone stop them?
I tried. I am just a farmer, no warrior. The boy was mad. He thought he could fight the demons. He is just a boy at the broken tower. I ran away. I am...
Has he just been in the desert too long, maybe?
Tower. I cannot leave the boy alone in the desert. I must find him.
I think we're heading to a desert we've been to previously, by the looks of it. I don't think it's going to be a new desert. Already nearly there. Okay. This might be, hopefully, a quick and simple mission. Because the boy is here. I think there's hyenas underneath.
This must be the ruined tower the madman spoke about.
It is. There's loads of dead people.
His story was insanity then.
Hyenas are running away. Yeah, you go up. Let's talk to you. See what's going on. Get out of conflict.
Boy, what are you doing out here alone?
My business is my own. Why is a protector coming here?
There are rumors of
disappearing
villagers, demons, and a missing boy.
Our village did not disappear. We were taken by bandits. I am the only one left. But I am going back to save my father.
If you go into the desert alone, you will die.
Then I die. I can do nothing else.
Right, so it wasn't demons, it was bandits that took the farmers.
A son's duty to his father is to live. I cannot let you go alone.
Right, so we're going in with him. Once we deal with these things. Come here. Dealt with. Right. We need to follow the survivor, the boy. Resheph, I think his name is.
Okay. Where were we?
Well, you
come here. To save my father.
I know it is.
You are just a boy, but you have the conviction of a man. Your father would be proud.
There's a sandstorm coming. This will not be good fun.
The desert will take us if the hyenas do not find us first. Follow me.
Sandstorm! We must face it straight on!
I don't have the time to wait.
Alright, this is going to be tough. Being able to see where we're going. So I'll try and stick as close to them as possible, I think.
Your father! Are you certain he lives?
No, but I have to try. My mother passed many floods ago. I do not remember her. My father raised me alone. I have to return his horse to him. Alive or dead, he will need it in the afterlife.
Why are you...
If he lives, I will save him. If he does not, I will honor him with my death. And we will ride through the field of reeds together.
Over here, there's a load of hyenas to the side. We're now going on... Obviously hyenas are not happy with us being there. I think I'm on fire as well. Right, done. I think we're about to get on a boat. Are we getting on the boat or what are you doing? Yeah, we're getting on a boat.
Boy, you must stay here. The way forward is dangerous. I will do everything in my power to rescue your father.
He's
Saving
telling
my
us.
father is my duty, not yours.
So he's telling
I
us.
am not a
We're trying to tell him to stay
I am
put and he's saying
Rahotep
no.
of Dionysios, and I am going.
I am Bayek of Siwa, and I will
Thank
not
you for the
take
like
you
over
into
that was
danger.
much appreciated.
You are not taking me. I am taking myself.
Ah, damn you, Rahotep. Should have tied you to a tree.
Tied him up so we could save his father alone.
You have only just met me, yet I have answered all your questions truthfully. I am going to save my father. You have no duty here. You cannot forbid me anything. I am not your son.
You are not the only one with a duty.
He is a very stubborn
I am
boy,
a
isn't he?
Magi, and my duty is to protect.
Magi. There are none of you left. Just Philakes who sack our villages and kill our mothers. Protectors are corrupt. We need new Magi. New protectors.
We need people and Magi to be as one, Rahotep.
It's an interesting viewpoint of the boy, though. He sees all
I
protectors
don't
as
see it.
bad.
Is the goddess the answer? Cleopatra?
I cannot say for certain. But someone has to do what the Magi did. Honor and Egypt are both dying.
I will help you. Stay low. We're near the bandit camp. Their guards can see us.
Right, this is the bandit camp. See. So this is the bandit camp then, by the looks of things. Quite a big one. Just gonna check on the map. Have we been here previously? Yes, we have. So we have been here previously. I can't take him out in one shot.
I'll kill you.
Missed him. Yeah, I know. He goes down. Right, we need to...
Be cautious around here.
We don't need to do anything. We've cleared the camp previously, so now we just need to find out where they're keeping his father. Ideally, if we can destroy the barrels and start a fire, that will go towards a trophy, I believe. But I don't think anyone died there, though. Down. Right, where is the boy's father being kept? Why is he so far behind us? Right, we better follow him, but he's not doing anything. Ah, that'd be why.
My son was like you.
We needed a
He
cutscene.
also fought a man's battle and died doing it.
Another prime assassin
You
potential.
stay hidden.
Hopefully.
All right, Bayek. I will listen to you in this. But if you fall, I will take your
He's going to
place.
stay back at least, so he's
See the
listening.
lookout tower there? The guards from time to time abandon their posts to piss. We can pass through then.
I don't need
You have a knife for strategy.
He has got a knife
Your
strategy,
father
but we
should be
don't
proud.
need to use it.
Now keep to the shadows and wait.
So Bayek is in a way, he's teaching him as well. Keep to the shadows. Right, there's the prisoner. There's two guards there, I'm not overly worried.
Hey, what?
Annoyingly, I can't take my own one.
Mine!
I can. Those men there are near another jar. Doesn't kill them though, the jar. It sets them on fire, obviously. I don't think it's killing them. We could have gone in on proper stealth. I did consider it. I also just thought, why don't we just run in? There's no captain, there's no commander here because we've already cleared this. There's a crocodile in here though. 2 more. 1 more. Where's he gone? As I say, because we've already cleared this, it's not that bad. Screaming when they're on fire though isn't brilliant. Such a shame that Kimu was scared we'd try and jump off the cliff. He'd have done it. Yeah, it's... that decision cost him everything, didn't it?
Villagers, let's go.
I've made a massive fire here without meaning to. It's a big old fire I've just started. Right, villagers, here we go. They don't look like farmers to me. They look like warriors.
We need to leave this area.
We do.
Quickly, this way. They left horses over here.
Yeah, it's weird what that one decision cost him, didn't it? And it cost Bayek everything. To be scared of heights, to be scared of one jump, to have such a profound effect on how your life turned out. It's a sad, definitely a sad story, isn't it?
Rahotep, you are alive.
If he is, I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is.
Is everyone okay? Where is my father?
Rahotep.
But obviously, if that hadn't happened,
The demons took him to the crocodile pit. How can anyone fight
would
them?
Bayek be the man he is
Demons
now?
do not bleed as
Would he have
easily.
taken a different path?
Listen to me. Each of you owes your life to my father. Turo, remember he took a lashing to protect your daughter's honor. And you, remember he crossed the desert to get your sick father a healer. Now my father needs you. If he lives, we save him. If not, we avenge him. Either way, we fight.
So there's a crocodile pit nearby. I would have guessed. Right, where are we going?
Truly, you are your father's son. You are right, Rahotep. Demons or not, we will follow you.
He definitely knows the right things to say.
Are we
Right.
ready?
We have been
Rescue
ready
his
since
father
the
from
day the
Larder
demon bandits
Station.
attacked. We ride to save my father, and Mamoon
Now,
ride with us. Yeah.
We've cleared all this, so I don't think it's going to be somewhere new.
Die!
I kind of just walked straight into that, didn't I? I probably should have been a little bit more discreet than riding straight in, to be fair. Come here. Yeah, I'd normally go in discreetly, but the fact we had so many people with us, I couldn't really go in discreetly. Because they were probably all going to come with us. Alright, let's go. Again, we've cleared this, so there's going to be no captains or anything to deal with. It's just a case of rescuing the father.
I have him!
You are not so tough.
Come here. Can't get a clean shot on him.
You are getting what you deserve.
I think they're dealing with him. Let's deal with the father.
Who's there? What is happening?
We'll carry him to the
No,
docks just outside the
please.
camp.
Who are you? Why are you here? A friend.
Leave them guys
Can you
fighting.
walk? We need to get you out of here. I don't think so. I can't see.
Oh, so why they tortured him? They blinded him.
There is a dock
Wow.
outside of the camp that is safe.
There's a lot of misery and torture and not happy moments within this. It's definitely a very solemn game compared to some of the others.
What's wrong?
The demons have taken my eyes, but they could not take my son. You saved me, Resheph.
He saved us all. He slew 5 of the demons alone. I saw it.
Resheph, you are a man today. You have earned your horse. I can no longer lead. You must lead us now.
Father, Bayek of Siwa is also here. He fought with us.
You will always be honored at our village. We will make a feast tonight. Will you join us? Your son is brave. I'm glad to have helped him.
No, there's definitely not as much fun in games. There are moments of pure joy.
Now, I must go to hunt my own
but they're not the overriding theme, are they? The points where we're entertaining the children in Serene by jumping off different buildings, you know, them kind of moments are very fleeting. You prefer the more serious tone. Yeah, I like the more serious tone. It makes you think more about consequences and things like that, I feel. Okay, that mission's done. So basically, we've now got to go and head into the Black Desert. So what we're going to do, we might as well fast travel to this point, and then we can head into the desert this way. I think there's a question mark that's bottom right. I think that's probably our best bet. Yeah, I think we'll fast travel to here. Question mark south of the Black Desert, and we head in. As I say, there is a trophy for this point somewhere in the Black Desert. But other than that, yeah, they're not overly. Yeah, but they're definitely not overly silly, like you say. And because they're so few and far between, I think it has a better effect as well. Because when they actually do happen, you remember them more. They mean a lot more. Whereas a more serious tone all the way through makes you appreciate their moments. Whereas some of the games can be a bit too silly, and you don't means you don't appreciate the proper humour and the moments of pure silliness as much, because it's throughout the whole thing. With a more serious tone, you appreciate these little bits a little bit more. Well, I do anyway. I'm sure some of you probably do as well. There probably was an easier way than climbing all the way down here, to be fair. Kind of was going for how the crow flies rather than looking at a route. This is the Caminada stairwell, sorry. But yeah, I think they've definitely got the tone right, I feel, for this. And the story I think, has been superb. The side missions as well. The journey that Bayek and Aya have both gone on to get where they are now. And although Bayek now has a true purpose, Aya still seems a little bit lost. But hopefully she'll find her purpose. Maybe a little too over the top. What's a little bit over the top? Okay, I think we're about to enter the Black Desert. This is Fiam, it just said. Should be very close to the Black Desert though. curious to how much is actually going to be in the Black Desert to do. Right, this is a vulture lair, so this should be a nice, easy, quick one to clear. There's obviously treasure here. Ah, the only issue we've got is the actual king vulture is in the air. Although that's not an issue, we're just going to make sure we get a good shot. It's landed. Helps when it lands. Come here, vulture. We can kill it. It would attack me though. Come on, there we go. Vulture down. Question mark clear. Treasure in here as well. This was some sort of dig site by the looks of it. Ancient bones. Okay, so from here, some of the Odyssey missions were over. Yeah, that's what I mean with some of them. You know, you can appreciate, I think, a lot more the humour in this because of they're very few and far between. Whereas Odyssey, yeah, it wasn't. I think they tried to be too funny with Odyssey. I think that was a mistake. I still enjoyed the game superbly, but considering what you're playing for, it probably could have been done slightly differently. But I think the seriousness that you got in the first Blade DLC, you know, that added so much value to what was happening. Okay, what have we got in the Black Desert? 2 gold question marks over here. We've got a question mark here. I think this is the point we need to get for the trophy. And there's a splattering of gold question marks to the north. And 1 there. And that's it. So not much to clear here. Just deciding which we're going to head up first. And then probably north. Although we can fast travel to save ourselves a bit of time probably there. I think this point, this question mark, will be the high point we need, which will be the trophy for the Black Desert, I believe. Set might be able to climb up there to speed things up. I say might, this might not work. Starts refusing to walk, we're going to have to go on foot. Though we may have to climb anyway, to be fair. I think we're going to have to. But yeah, there's a few gold question marks. I don't think there's any viewpoints here, actually. This is weird. They were known for comedy, weren't they? Yeah, I don't think it. I don't want to say it failed in its execution because I really enjoyed it, but I think maybe a more serious tone at certain points would have helped it. Maybe I didn't really talk about the tone of the story when we did the review, but yeah, maybe it could have helped it. Like I say, Legacy of the First Blade, the seriousness when your child is snatched was massively well done, I believe. I think the seriousness that brought out, the emotion, did really well. And I think some of that could have been done slightly better. Like you say, maybe they did fail in the execution, maybe. I think it's an interesting point. I think the more serious Assassin's Creed games, generally, I think you enjoy them more. Because the funny moments are funny. So like Ezio, I'm not a massive fan of Ezio because I think people worship him a bit too much for what the character is. Yes, he did go do a trilogy of games. When his parents die, you know, that's quite an emotional start to the game. And it stays that way for quite a while. And then you go on to meet his uncle Mario, which obviously is a little Easter egg to Super Mario. You know, the I am a Mario. Oh, can I see my house from here? I think that's the trophy for the high point. It's also a hermit location. So we've gained the trophy for getting to this location, and all we need now, look at the Karn stones. Luckily, we don't have to do them. This is the hermit location. You thought, and the Words of Wisdom trophy complete as well. So I think that's all the hermit locations done. I think that's what that trophy's for. I think I thought the child getting snatched was a little contrived and didn't land well. I don't know. I like they were stealing the child. I said that's completely wrong way of looking at it. That wasn't entirely at all what I meant by when I said that. I didn't like the child being snatched, obviously, but I think it gave you that emotional connection, a reason to follow, a reason to want revenge, and I think that helped a little bit. Yeah. No, I think you're right. He did go and find Epidius, didn't he? I'm trying to think now. Yeah, yeah, he went to save him, and then we were right. So we were Alexios. So we'll do it from that point of view. We went to save Darius, and I can't remember what his wife's girlfriend, whatever you want to call his name was, which is bad. I'm bad with names. She ran off with the child. We told her to go with the child. The thing is, she can fight. So they killed her and stole the child from her. Now, that's also where I think the canon character being Cassandra is slightly off as well. See, my issue with Cassandra being the canon character was in the Olympics that doesn't work. I don't believe as well. Was it Natakas? Yeah, I can't remember for the life of me what the mate was called, to be honest. But yeah, I see what you're saying about it not sitting well with you, the child being taken. I like the emotional connection and seeing how Alexios dealt with that trauma that, you know, wants to protect. But yeah, to not rescue your own son or daughter. It's a little girl, we know this now. Yeah, to not stay and help them and instead protect your father-in-law, knowing he can fight, did seem odd. But also our mates could fight. That's the other side of it. She could fight herself. She was known to be able to look after herself. So yeah, looking back on it, yeah, maybe that was a bit odd. I didn't think about it at the time, to be fair. I just kind of took it at face value. Yeah, thinking about it now, that does make sense, that it did seem a bit odd. Knowing they could both look after themselves, as they've done many, many times. It's an interesting point. Right, we've got 2 gold question marks near each other. Set may throw us off shortly, the way we're going. Going to a few steep areas. We've got to gain 2 trophies. One was for all hermit locations, and one was to find the really high point in the Black Desert. That's 2 more trophies towards the platinum. It doesn't work with the Olympics. Yes, exactly. That was my thinking. Is Cassandra in the Olympics doesn't work, and it's a canon character. Like you say, they think they would have made sure it worked in all senses. And yeah, that doesn't work. And I picked that up at the time. And yeah, there were female athletes, not many, and it was frowned upon. But yeah, there was a female Olympics. It wasn't massive, to be fair, but even so. Tomb of the Nomads is this question mark. That's what we've got to figure out. Find the ancient tablet. But yeah, that kind of bugged me. Knowing that she was obviously the canon character, but the story didn't work. Because you would have thought that would have been the first thing you'd be doing, is making sure the whole story fitted to the canon character. Right. I'm just checking there's nothing in this way. Tomb of the Nomads. So I believe we're heading up. And there's one more gold question mark nearby. And then I will have to have a look at the others. Someone's already gone in here. Normally they're all blocked up and we have to smash it open. Someone has done it already. Looking for holes in the bottom parts as well. Normally that's the one place we miss, is the holes to the hidden rooms. I should have been in here worshipping by the looks of it. Interact. Sealed by order of the High Priest Bakun Honzu. All who seek to plunder its riches and desecrate its holiest of holies will shrivel before the burning eyes of the sun god. It was called the Hurrian Games. Oh, okay. It was procedure less known than the male version. Yeah, as I say, female athletes were very few and far between. And females didn't, at the time, want to be an athlete. It was never... you wouldn't find many of them going, that's what I'm going to do when I'm older, I'm going to be an athlete. Whereas for men it was, a lot of the time it was what they were good at, and it was the only thing they were good at, and families would force them into it for the pride, for their family name. But yeah, it made me just think how much Cassandra as a character didn't work. Right. I think silica. There's obviously something in here. Ah, this is the tablet. Look at that, underwater tablet. First one we've come across.
From the old kingdom.
Yes. Yeah, they were misogynists. I don't even know at what point women were allowed to actually compete in the Olympics. I want to say, and I could be wrong, as for every man who shall take offerings from his tomb, his neck shall be twisted off like that of a bird. His office shall not exist. The position of his son shall not exist. His house shall not exist. His God should not accept his white bread. His flesh will belong to fire. His children shall belong to the fire. I shall be against him as a crocodile on the water, as a serpent on earth, as an enemy in this necropolis. There's a curse for anyone trying to rob this. I think it's more of a warning to grave robbers than a warning to us, to be fair. What was I saying? Oh yes. So yeah, men, it was massive. Families wanted men to compete because it was for the family name, wasn't it? But as you say, women weren't really pushed for that. They were meant to be stay at home back then. And yeah, okay, it's definitely not the way we think now, and it shouldn't be the way we think now. But back then it was. And I think the way they did that didn't really follow the true pattern of what would have happened in that time. I think that's everything. So I just want to make sure we haven't missed anything. I think that is everything. So we got the tomb cleared. We've done the silica from there. Perfect. Spartan were very athletic and trained to keep the slaves in line when the men were away. I didn't realise that. Okay. But we'd not be super kind of female mercenaries. No. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. As I say, back then, and we are talking a long time ago, I'm just being doubly sure my comments don't get misconstrued, women were treated as inferior. You know, it's taken many, many hundreds of years for that opinion to change. Yeah, they should. Yeah, I never played as her, but I know you did get some small changes in conversation. But I'm assuming it didn't change enough to show her life choices more, to show that she was going away from what the general normal woman would have done. But even the Order of the Ancients, they treated her as a weapon. So they treated her as something for them to use, as if she wouldn't have a choice in the matter. So she was effectively a piece of meat to them. And I think back in those times, where are we going for the gold question mark's there? Sorry, I'm just seeing where the gold question mark is. Ah, it's there. Cool. How do we go up there? I think there's a route. Yeah, through there. Okay, so I kind of do need to follow this up. I'm just trying to work out where this was. And at the same time, I think if you was Cassandra and you was going around Greece trying to help, you would get a lot of pushback. Like you say, you would have got a lot of people ignoring you, not listening. You know, the times when you had decisions to make. I think a lot of them wouldn't have worked properly with Cassandra because soldiers and stuff and people wouldn't have listened to her back in those times. Socrates, all right, women are less or not worth talking to. Exactly, and that was the way of thinking back then. But in real life and in the game, and he treats her as a natural person. Yeah, that's where it doesn't work because he wouldn't have done that. Because that wasn't the way of thinking back then. So yeah, I think the story fails a little bit with that respect. I never sat back and thought about it in that respect, but then I never played as Cassandra. I picked up on the Olympic thing during our playthrough, knowing that she was canon. But I never actually picked up more than that. I kind of wish I had now, to be fair.
Hey. Have you talked to this girl you like?
I didn't say I liked her. We were friends, but she's being strange and avoiding me.
Maybe because she likes you too. We often do not say what we mean. It will come to you in bursts.
Why would she avoid me if she likes me?
Because women are complicated.
This is something your mother should explain.
A typical man. That's a typical man over.
Gold Capricornus by
we're looking for the goat fish.
God has the head of a ram,
but that, yeah,
the body of a fish.
It's a typical man answer, that, wasn't it?
Even the gods do not
that's something your mum should deal with. And we found it. Yeah. But it's different things, like that little bit there where he's given that typical dad man answer to a question. You know, that's funny because the rest of the game isn't funny. And if that had been in Odyssey, you would overlook it. You wouldn't notice it. You wouldn't necessarily pick up on the humour because it's all around you. Okay. Yeah, I do like the way they do female roles as well. Yeah, he doesn't want her to kill. He doesn't want her to be doing that, taking on that male role, like you say. But yeah, he respects her as a person as well. You can see that difference in how he treats her, but not just her, other women as well. It's a very noticeable difference. Okay. Right, we've got a question mark on the side. There's both gold question marks cleared. We're making progress. Why give this super important task? Well, yes, exactly. But it's also like Cleopatra. She went to be married to Caesar because it gave her people the better chance of survival and her the better chance of survival. It wasn't for anything else, and Caesar wanted her as a trophy. But yeah, Caesar basically didn't understand why the task, we gave her the task of lighting the flame, didn't we? And he couldn't understand why we'd leave that, an important task like that, to a woman. He didn't understand it, but then I think he showed his true colours with how he treated Cleopatra as a trophy. Now, he was never really interested in anything more than that. He wasn't interested in Egypt as such.
Whoa.
Yeah, and Bayek gave it to her because he knows what she can do. But Caesar wouldn't have, and he wouldn't have given her that chance either. That's the thing. It's an interesting way of showing, because obviously that is true to how life was back then. So it's an interesting way of showing it. But people, and I've done it as well in games and films and stuff like that, you miss these little bits if you're not careful. You know, there's little things that you don't pick up on immediately. That's why I like exploring and seeing everything and clearing everything, because you then pick up on things that a lot of people won't notice or see. The little details. Okay, there's hyenas up top. There's treasure in here. There's hyenas inside as well. But all we've got to do is clear the treasure. Hello, Mr. Hyena. Yes, yeah, I think Origins probably does show history better, or in a more thorough and truthful way, if that makes sense. And Odyssey is probably a bit more fantastical.
This is where Aya and I used to hide when we first fell in love.
Oh wow!
Our love began here. Perhaps it should end here.
Is this the cave where Layla is? I think it is, isn't it? So this was where Bayek and Aya spent time. Scrap journal. What have I got myself into? Just when I finally found the treasure of a lifetime, I lost the one thing more important than wealth, my way out. Is this the same place, or am I thinking is this a different one? And he just gave us the history to it, maybe. Predator bow. I don't know if it is the same one or not. Or is he just giving us a little bit of history, maybe? I think it is, you know. This is where Layla is more... Okay, I thought it was. I just wanted to be sure. I'm assuming there's nothing important here. Oh, we've got the loot, we've cleared the question mark. So you actually are going to end up... You end up here anyway. Even without trying to get here. Because of the question mark. So I take it this top bit doesn't actually go anywhere. There's nowhere to go, is there, with it? No. That's quite cool, though. I did think that middle bit seemed familiar, and that's what made me think, I think that's what it is. That is very cool. But yeah, I think Origins does history better than Odyssey does. Staying more true to life. I like how, so I know we're chatting about women and how we see them in the games and stuff, but I just remembered something as he said it. So he said, this is where me and Aya used to hang out. Not in them words. Maybe this should be where it ends for us too. Now, both their bodies were in that cave in the future. So is Bayek pre-planning that? That's what it seems to me. It's his pre-planning. That maybe it should all end there. Okay, where have we got left to go from here? So gold question. There's 2 gold question marks here. Is that everything? I think I've got to zoom in to make sure I can see the question marks. I think that's everything in the Black Desert done. Bar these 2 gold. So if we fast travel back to Fiam, and it's just over there for those two, and then we can move on. So we've completed the desert we were in. We're about to finish the Black Desert, and then it'll be hopefully a third area in one stream. Look at that, we're motoring. You don't know who died first, and maybe it was Bayek who made the call to have them buried in the same place. Well, he said about it, didn't he? Maybe this is the place it should all end as well, because of that symmetry. But yeah, I don't know who died first. Once I finish the game, I'm going to have to do some looking into some of this. Because there's snippets of information that are probably in other games that I've forgotten or missed at the time. Because until you've played other games, you do miss those little bits. Because sometimes the knowledge doesn't quite click. I think if I went back and played the older games now, and the little hints and things that Bayek and Cassandra Alexios, I think more of them would then stick out. Because you're going back with the knowledge fresh. Oh, I don't think they ever got back to how they were before either. They've kind of made that decision, haven't they, to not ever go back that way.
Get out of the way!
Yeah, I think, like you say, they gave up on the marriage. I think they both saw their time together was at an end. There was bigger things for them to achieve. And knowing they couldn't achieve it together, Aya had obviously gone down a dark path. And there was no turning back from that for her. And Bayek wanted to make Egypt a better place for everyone. But yeah, I can't see how they would have. Maybe in old age when everything was said and done, maybe. But I can't ever see them working again because of one, how Aya changed. Through no fault of her own, it was what she just needed to happen. It was unfortunately what it was for her. Like, this is the way out by the looks of that. So we're now going to find the way in. Come on. I'm assuming is up here. So I think there's two question marks. I'm assuming one of these is an ancient mechanism. Because there's two together again. Last time I did this, there was an ancient mechanism, wasn't there? Right, I'm looking for a way in, ideally. Yeah, but they had their own focuses, didn't they? And they had their own... What's that? And we shall honour the illustrious and munificent Phoebe the Third, beloved of Troth, for 5 days. For he partook of perfect propriety and received a good repute of virtue. Okay. So I'm trying to find my way in at the same time. Oh, it's down here. There we go. So this is No March's tomb. There's a lot of fighting been going on down there by the looks of it. Because there's a lot of soldiers been killed. But yeah, I'm not surprised they kept in touch. They never fell out of love with each other. That love was still there. But they had different paths. Different things they needed to do. And the only way they could achieve them was apart, rather than together. Direst curse before you. Let this be seen by all who would disturb the resting place of Phoebe the Third. Take offerings from him, desecrate the honours that are only his, and you will be consumed by the furnace of his execration rites. Brother will turn on brother, friend will betray friend, all will die enemies. So shall your bodies remain, decaying and starving, until bones turn to dust. All who enter beware, for none shall leave, in this life or the next. So that's a warning. So all these dead people killed each other, I'm assuming, because of this curse on desecrating and taking things while we loot some silica from inside. Case of my worst fears. I hate this place. At night I hear whispers in the walls, while the day the shadows seem to shift, without form to move them. I want to leave, but still Qetesh wants more of the tomb's treasures for his own. His own. I know I will see none of it. And that infernal whispering, it gets in my head. When Qetesh is done marauding, he'll have no use for me, and then what? I should take what is mine. Take it all. They look like ones that move, but they don't. I don't think they do. So yeah, so everyone in here was robbing the tomb by the sounds of it, and they all died. Quite a horrible and horrific death by turning on each other, it seems. Right, that's a wall we can open. So I know that's there. That's already a destroyed wall. Levers are affected by the weight, so there's levers here to deal with. This is a treasure. More silica. So I want to wander around the edge, make sure we don't miss anything first. That's another destroyed room. So we can head that way. So I don't think the other one was for us to go through. There's some open rooms. Anything in these? No, that's chariots all stacked up, it seems. No, there's nothing in there. Let's have a look in this one. But yeah, these tomb robbers absolutely ransacked the place, but also died for the trouble. Silica. Pick it up. There we go. All we've got to do is find the ancient tablet. There's also something else here though, because it gave us a second question mark nearby. Right, this side I think only had one thing going in. Was it two we can go in maybe? I think there's two and it said about levers. That's one. That's a wall. One. There. Two. No. Okay, it did sound levers, didn't it? I kind of got confused with sides. Okay, let's light these and have a little bit more light, shall we? This is a lever there, isn't it? That's why. Okay. Can't see, so we need to use this. This moves, and we've had this before. So we put this, so when we go onto the end, it doesn't go down. Yeah, we put it here, and then we go this side. Once we're directly underneath, and then it won't fall down when we go on top. There we go. And we should be able to run up it now. There we go. And up we go. So, we need to head across. Nothing that way. There's an entrance there. There's a cracked wall there as well. Okay, so what we'll do, before we go to that wall, I just want to go in this little hole here. So anything in there pick up? Yes, silica. Always got to check every room for silica in these. What do we got here? The mighty warrior Qetesh comes to you. Ye falcons wearing a cloak of ape skin upon his back. Goes to the boundary of the horizon, so they may make red the sand in both lands, and so moving fire to the enemies of no march. Right, a little bit of loot, nothing major. We've got the silica though. Right, this will be a this one, and there is the tablet we need. But like I say, there was a second question mark, gold question mark here. So we've got to just find out where that's going to be. Doorway there. I wonder if it's going to be another ancient mechanism. Two together. That's what we had previously.
Ancient writing from the old kingdom.
Okay. So is this going to be the second question mark down here maybe? There's silica down this way. I think that's the way out, which I don't want to go yet, as there was a second question mark. What have we got here? There we go. It's another ancient mechanism. This is the third ancient mechanism we found. And now with these, there is normally silica around, so we've just got to keep a little lookout. Big body of water there. But yeah, this is the third one. Now there's got to be an overriding theme, reason for these mechanisms. Obviously I've mentioned Desmond a few times. I kind of feel like there's still a bit more to them, and hopefully the more you do, the more you find out. I've got a feeling we're going to go in. It's going to be underwater, isn't it? So I want to make sure we've got all the silica. But I think we have. I think we need to head underwater. There's silica down here as well. Quite a lot of it. It's a long way down as well. My issue is going to be, I think, is going to be oxygen. We need to be able to do this in one dive, I think. So it always gives you the amount of silica you need to activate it. I'm hoping when we activate it, it goes up. I've activated. I didn't want to. I wanted to tap the silica. I take it we can't drown though.
Retransmission. Segment 2. Acquiring contemporary aid. It has been 93 days since the great catastrophe. The messenger speaks.
Hello, world. Language is the key to our mutual understanding. Yours and mine alone. We listened to your time. We learned. And today, we'll exchange words from the age of post-truth. They mean nothing to him. Human language carries knowledge and wit, lies and broken promises. Through language, you share fear, excitement, hope. It is the syntax with which you articulate what surrounds you. A structure to express and share your understanding of the world. It conveys abstraction, change, and uncertainty. Human language is flexible. It can even become mathematics. It solves and predicts, weighs and decodes. It can count objects using basic numbers in one breath, and solve quadratic equations using imaginary ones in the next. You've engineered dialogue with thinking machines in an attempt to add new vocabulary, to expand your understanding of reality. But your mastery of the code is rudimentary at best. No surprise. You were designed to have boundaries after all. And one cannot speak of that which one cannot conceive. The code. Equations that define life. They are nestled deep within every star and every mote of dust. Every second that passes is a word, a symbol, all part of an intricate yet simple language existing within the framework of time itself. It is the one rule which applies to us all. Immutable, inescapable. The code is a bridge, a single point of cohesion between your civilization and mine. It is a language that can be read, that tells of what was, what is, and what will be. A language that we who came before can read, though you cannot. Time is more than the hour of the day, the readings of an atomic clock, something to lose, something to run out of. Time is a set of rules, not unlike the language you so dearly use to converse with your powerful machines. Time is a system that defines what comes to be. That is how we understand it. puzzled? You've seen time written before. You are surrounded by it as we speak. To your untrained mind, time might just look like paths and nodes. To us, it is not unlike a chalkboard covered in calculus. It reveals a window through which stretches the map to infinity. Yeah, see? As I speak of it in its true form, your mind is incapable of making sense of it. Were you to read, you'd learn about the other simulations. You'd learn about the genesis of who you came to be. You'd learn about space and its fluidity. Simply put, time is the language which existence is made of. All our existences. Yours, mine, and all those you dare not imagine.
Wow. Yeah. I understood a little bit more of that one. I felt like I did. I think we go out. Oh, it's over there. I knew there was a way out after this. Yeah, I understood a little bit more of that with the atomic clock and stuff like that. Let's just get out of here. I don't think we're actually losing oxygen underwater now for some reason. There we go. We can exit the tomb. Both gold question marks cleared. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they get which way they go with Layla and Desmond trying to stop the apocalypse. Language makes me think of Arrival, the movie of aliens. No, I haven't seen it actually. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen Arrival. So my thinking on that, straight away, was so the Isu language is what Byac and normal people can't comprehend. They can't understand it. The Isu obviously speak a set way, and they write a certain way, and a lot of the code on the boxes of the games and stuff have hidden meanings, and it's deciphering that code. Maybe the cipher is time, and that's how it all works, maybe. Also, the atomic clock is also known as a doomsday clock, and it always ticks down to, obviously, the end of the world. That, I would say, is a suggestion to Layla and Desmond, trying to find a solution to it. That's kind of my take, anyway. I could be miles off. But that was roughly my kind of take from it. Okay, from here, that's it. That's the Black Desert cleared. We already need 2 hours, but we'll go to 11:30, so we'll have 20 minutes. So we've got the White Desert to do, the Great Sand Sea. I think we should do the Sand Sea next. We fast travel to Siwa, and we can head here. Obviously, that's the Trial of Anubis. We don't want to be touching that, as that's end game. But I want to open up the Great Sand Sea, and then we'll head down to the White Desert, and then the Deseret Desert there, and then we should be, hopefully, on our way. Where were the twin elephants? Obviously, it's something we still need to clear, and I cannot for the life of me think where they were. We need to find them. I don't know that far north, were they? I need to find where they are. Just so I remember, we've got to go back. Oh, they're down here. So once we clear the Deseret Desert, we can probably head up and do the twin elephants there. So yeah, if we fast travel to Siwa, and then we'll go into the Great Sand Sea. It's kind of my thinking. I've got to try and avoid Anubis if we can, though, I think. So we'll go there and then we can go in. But yeah, another mechanism. The third one we've come across. That one, like I say, that made a bit more sense, but still. I wonder if they're similar to the Animus puzzles you do in Valhalla. It's just that snippet, isn't it, of future of the Isu and their lives. Obviously we saw it in Odyssey, Atlantis. Okay. So yeah, we're going to go and clear the next desert, I think. Hopefully while we're there, we may have this hallucination happen. We can only hope. Don't believe there's any quests nearby. I think they're all still further west now as well. But yeah, we want to stay away from Anubis. I believe their end game. I know that you can do it multiple times as well. Alright, come on, hallucinations. Well, yeah, what does everyone else make of that mechanism then? I know it spoke about time, like Lisa says. That's what makes me think the Isu language cipher is maybe a time cipher. We've had many puzzles of time, haven't we? We've also had grabbing the Isu bow was a time. You had to get the timing right, the time of day, for that to work. Right, this is the Great Sand Sea. Have we unlocked it? No, we're not in it enough yet. Don't want to go too far east in case there's... Or too far to that side, just in case there's more this way, maybe. There we go, new region discovered. The Great Sand Sea. Let's have a look. Obviously we've got Anubis here, which we want to ignore, the Trial of Anubis. There's nothing else north, according to that. Oh, there's a road there, it makes me wonder. Sometimes things don't show up till you're closer though. There's a road that leads there. I actually can't see anything here. My only issue with this, sometimes, let's head there, see if anything shows up. Obviously an hallucination of bugs would be brilliant at this point. If something shows up here, we're going to have to go north, just to see if that road does lead anywhere. I don't think this is a question mark, you know? There's a load of people here. They're carrying gold, they're all low level. There is a treasure. I got no reason to do anything with these, I know there's a treasure there. And they'll probably attack me. There's no question mark though, so does that mean there's no question marks this whole area? Just because there's a road that leads to nowhere. And that kind of makes me wonder. But yeah, other than that, there's no question marks. What's the picture here? Sandstorm. These are all going to be pictures of Anubis, I'm guessing, yeah. Hyena. Maybe there is no question marks here, we just need to open up. Which, if that's the case, our next port called is the White Desert. See if any question marks come up. I've got a feeling there's nothing here though. If someone knows of question marks being here, please let me know. But as far as I can tell, I don't think there is. Right, we've got a hallucination. I think it's that. Near birds cheeping. Yeah. Our hallucination was the oasis. That's a new one. We haven't had that hallucination yet. It's not the one we need. Just going to double check there's nothing showing up on the map. No. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything here. Does anyone remember there being anything here? Oh, it's a classic, isn't it? That's normally your go-to. If anyone says about desert hallucinations, your go-to is always an oasis. Standard. The other thing we've not come across yet, and I'm assuming we'll shortly, at some point. So when I previously played and got fed up because of the Final Fantasy mission, we haven't had that mission come up yet. I've seen the meteorite. I've just not gone to where it landed. See the weathering on the rocks to make them the shapes they have. There we go, the white desert. Now, for me, there's got to be something here, surely. This is the white desert, and I've got no question marks. Unless I'm being completely blind. Someone's put a picture there, though. What's that? That's a bird, I think. Are you telling me this whole white desert has no question marks either? People have taken a few pictures, but I don't think there's any question marks in the white desert as well. I want to keep riding through it because we need this hallucination, don't we? Obviously, there's a het desert, and then midway through we got the joint elephants. We've got 10 minutes or so. So I want to ride through mainly because I want to get the hallucination to occur of the bugs. But yeah, as far as I can tell, you didn't find any either. This to me looks like it should be a Papias puzzle. There might not be anything here, but to me there should be something like Papias, possibly to solve. Right, we'll keep riding. I want hopefully the hallucination to happen. But then we'll go and do the desert, and then it's a case from there, double elephants, and then have a look at the missions going north. To be fair, I don't think there's many areas left for us to clear. What have we got? Desert down south. We know we've got to do that one. Atef Pehu Gnome, we've actually got Papias there. And then there's these two, Imnent Gnome and Kakem Gnome, and the Great Green Sea. Now there may be a couple of boats we've missed, question mark wise. There may not be. But there may be. In fact, there probably isn't actually. Looking at that. So yeah, not much to do at all. Oh, is that only... That's the moon now. I think we're just going to night time, aren't we? Let me just jump off the horse. Let's meditate. I want to get back to daytime because obviously we want this hallucination to occur. So that was coming towards night time. Okay. And then daytime. I don't want to be riding around the desert for hours waiting for this bug hallucination to happen for a trophy. That would get very, very frustrating. I now understand why people say that's probably one of the hardest ones. Mainly because it's unpredictable when. But we have definitely some new ones tonight though. But yeah, to be fair, would there be stuff in the vast deserts? Probably not. It is probably true to how it should be. Hello again, gaming. How are you feeling? Yeah, I think it's quite true to how it would be. Not to have lots of question marks in the desert because it's inhospitable. There's nothing really here. So it does make sense. Well, at least they've gone. Just you need to drink more. It's an amazing desert though. There's not even animals here, is there? There's nothing. Yeah, not bad. We've cleared. This is our 4th region now, just tonight. To be fair, a lot of the desert regions, there doesn't seem to be much in them, if anything at all. But I need the hallucination to happen, so we're going to ride through. It is complete as that, isn't it?
Whoa.
You can see the heat coming off as well, though. But yeah, it's very true to life. The desert isn't a good place to be. There's not many animals survive there. The distortion as well from the heat. Now we just need the hallucination of raining bugs and we're all sorted. But yeah, there's one more region to clear down south, which is another desert, and then there's a few up north, and then a few quests to finish, trophies to achieve, and that's about it. We're nearly there. I can hear something. It sounds like fire. Oh yeah, fire over there by the rocks. That was the hallucination. We've had that one previously. It wasn't bugs, unfortunately. But yeah, we did get a bit more fire. Fish. Had that one before as well. There's still no raining bugs. We're going to have the issue, aren't we, of not being able to achieve that one for ages. Just got that feeling that we may actually not get that one up here for a very long time. Believe we can skirt along the left. Can't be that hard with the rain bugs, surely. Go on, set. You can get up there.
Sandstorm coming.
Yeah, the bug trophy. We're not doing anything particular to make it happen. We're just in the desert and hoping.
Whoa.
It's raining bugs. There we go. It is raining bugs. That is a very cool hallucination. I didn't get the trophy pop. Did now. Trophy has popped. We got the bug trophy. And just as we make it in to a new area as well. We've only already got a couple of minutes left to see what there is to do here. What we might, if there's nothing in this desert area to do, we may just head to the elephants. But at least we've done the trophy. Okay, I don't think there's anything here. Ah, there is. There's 2 gold question marks over here. And is that it? That is everything. 2 gold question marks. So what I'm thinking, we are running short on time now. Thanks, gaming. So we've got a choice. This is a demon mission. What the hell's a demon mission? So we've got a choice. We either head and clear the gold question marks, or we finish the stream by taking it on the 2 elephants, Qetesh and Resheph. And whatever we don't do, we'll start on. That's all you found as well. So that is all there is then. Yeah. So we've got a choice between the 2. Whatever we don't do, we'll do on Monday morning stream. So do we do these 2 gold question marks or the elephants? I don't know how long they're going to take, but we'll do it. We'll carry on until we've done one of them. Elephant, the gold. You think the gold question mark will take some time? So should we do the elephants then, do we think? I'm going to use the YouTube feature just because I'm curious how it works. It's create a poll. Elephants. Add option. Oh no, we don't need to add option. Must contain. Oh, get rid of that one. Okay, let's just because I'm curious about this new feature that they've added. I don't know how it's going to look in the chat. I'm going to have a look on the chat on my phone as well to see how that's come up. So I've just added a poll to see. Ah, there we go, it's there. Vote. I can end the poll at any time. You can all vote on what you want to see. I hadn't actually seen it come up before. That's quite a cool feature. This means you can actually get people to engage more, doesn't it? I thought I'd give it a go while we're here. Okay. So I'm just trying to work out how I stop it, or how I can end it there. I think it's just I've got 100% yes. So I can end the poll. I have to test out the new feature while we're doing it. Percent was yes. So we'll head to the elephants. We'll clear the elephants. And Monday morning stream we'll come and do these 2 gold. We still have to ride there. I'm pretty impressed that we managed to get. There we go. Yes, 100% with 4 votes. It's a feature I wanted to try. It was there. To be fair, I like the idea of that. What have we got here? What is this? It's a new one. A lady tending to flowers. That is a new hallucination. I don't know how many hallucinations there are in total. Different types. But that's, yeah. The hallucinations are pretty cool. I'm glad we've got the bug one out of the way though. So hopefully now that's trophy's done. That's probably the longest trophy because you've got no control over when it happens. The feature, yeah, I like that little poll feature. I think we can utilise it more in games where decisions are needed. I think the only downside to it, you kind of have to put a time limit on it, don't you? Because if it's a snap decision, you've got to make it there and then. We play a lot of these games where you've got to make decisions. Yeah, I'd be dead with all the hallucinations, absolutely. That amount of hallucinations, your mind will be melting. But yeah, I think we can try and utilise the poll a little bit. It's just going to depend on how long before we need to make that decision. Or you give it, it was like 30 seconds to vote or something. But yeah, it's quite an interesting feature. It's something we could probably utilise a little bit more in certain games, hopefully. We're going to have another hallucination, I think, now as well. I want something else new. Can't see anything. Yeah, he doesn't drink water, does he? He's going to be very dead. I can hear a ringing, but I can't see anything.
Whoa.
Right, I was trying to turn around and have a look at the same time. Yeah, he's not an advertisement for healthy living really, is he, when it comes to drinking fluids. Especially in the desert. Monday's going to be very special. What, because of them 2 gold question marks? That's going to be interesting then. But yeah, Monday morning we'll hit the gold question marks. Oh, you mean because it's the first time you can... I thought it's because of the gold question marks. It was special. It is, yes. Summer holidays, isn't it, for you? So yeah, the stream's going to run a bit later than we planned, but we're going to finish these elephants. We did meet them earlier, but we were under-leveled when we met them. I think we were 5, maybe levels, maybe more below when we first came across them. So yeah, we're going to run the stream a little bit longer than originally planned. Another hallucination, what are we going to get? Fish. I can hear fire as well. But yeah, the fish. Definitely far too many hallucinations, isn't it, to survive?
Whoa.
Right, we should be here. Just about. Made it through the hot, vast desert of nothing. But yeah, I'm happy that we got the trophy for the bugs, mainly because, like I say, you've got no control of when that happens. So we kind of needed it to happen to save us time later. You can't wait for which, I know, I don't know when, I don't think Season 2 is going to be this year. Judging by the fact they're still filming, or how long finished if they're finished, I don't think we're going to see it till the end of the year, December time, maybe January next.
Whoa.
Okay, 2 elephants. This is going to be interesting. We struggled against 1 elephant previously. December is it? Okay. Yeah, we got our butts kicked previously against 1 elephant. I think we died 3 times and beat it on the 4th. That was a tough one. I'm not looking forward to 2. But we're about to see an hallucination, I think. Right, in we go. 2 elephants against us. We tried us level 38. We were fine. It's all in a dodge. They're throwing the bombs early, aren't they, this time? We didn't have to deal with the bombs till a lot later last time. Kind of got to focus on one. Finish shooting at me now. Can I get some shots in now, please? I've got the wrong weapon really, I should have had the axe. The axe does more damage. And I think we missed with that as well. It's all about dodging. I've got to kind of be... No, that one. But yeah, I'm trying to focus on 1 elephant, ignore the other. Getting hallucinations now as well, which isn't kind of helpful. Stop firing at me so I can get my bow out. We have nearly got one down, to be fair. But I can't dodge and fire. Right, I'm pretty sure that one's nearly down. Stop firing at me. Where's the one that's nearly down? Oh, we killed it. We've done one. One is down. Leave me alone. Out of arrows again. I can swap to another bow, but I think we can get the overpower move up quicker. Which is kind of the aim, is the overpower. But yeah, we've concentrated on one and dealt with one. It's just this one to go. To be fair, there's not been that bad this time. The one we really struggled with previously, this is nowhere near as bad as that one was. There we go. Elephant's done. New Predator Bow trophy, Predator Bow legendary. We've also got the trophy for doing both the elephants. That wasn't that bad at all. Nowhere near as bad as it was the single one. You think the quick bow is better than the light bow? The quick bow is the... Do you mean the warrior bow? Or do you mean the light bow we were using? Oh, so we've still got an elephant to go. Is the light bow the quick bow? Is that what we're meaning? Because that was the difference. It was the overpower attack. And that made a massive difference. And Trophy Hunter. Oh! It's got some good stats. Light bow, yeah. Yeah, the one it does make the difference. You overpower really quickly. The Predator bow we gained, the Trophy Hunter. With this bow to hand, you are the apex predator. The elevation multiplier, the higher you are up, the better. No worries, yeah, I was just making sure that I was getting it right, because we've not really used the warrior bows, to be honest. But yeah, the Trophy Hunter. Elevation multiplier. Now, if I get rid... Have a look for the abilities. There was an ability we need for trophy. I didn't realise we've got 5 ability points. So we wanted this. We need a trophy. We need to kill someone with a headshot whilst in the air and slow-mo. So we've now got the ability to do that. And we have got 2. I kind of want every skill point. Just because I feel like we should have every skill point. We don't really use the warrior bow though. Targets killed by a shot from a bow also may have flesh decay. It doesn't bother me having it or not having it. Let's go for Eagle Harass. There we go. And we've got loads of gear. We can upgrade. Right, the choice is the Bracer or the Stabilizer Glove. There's our upgrade. It's one of the two. Stabilizer or Bracer. I'm not going to do a poll. I could, but I'm not. What do people think as the upgrade? Because we've got 7 of the crystals that upgrade. And they're both, I'm pretty sure, currently the same level. So it doesn't really matter which one. Obviously we could save another 3 and do a health. But they all need to be put up, and the health is the higher one anyway. But yeah, so the choice is the Bracer or the Stabilizer Glove. The bow one, the Stabilizer. Not a bad shout. We do use the bow a lot. It's a lot of how we play. Obviously, it does go wrong quite a lot. But it is quite a lot of what we do. This Papias, we haven't. It's a place I haven't been to yet. And Myths of the Fairies. That's a new collectible, I'm assuming, for the DLC. I love all the little trinkets. We've sold enough to get. We did the trophy previously. Yeah, the bow. Okay, that's fine. We'll do the Stabilizer Glove. There we go. Upgrade there. Nicely done. So, quest-wise, anything nearby? Still got to find the ruined temple for Taste of a Sting as well. A lot of these are far away, but we'll do it. They're both. We haven't checked to see if that's come back up on the map, have we? It is now on the map. Oh, this guy wasn't here before. I'm not doing it now, but this guy wasn't appearing. We travelled this road up and down for ages trying to find this guy, and he is now there. And what I'm going to do is leave the mission on. So when we come back in, obviously we'll go and clear the 2 gold question marks. But as long as it still shows a location, it'll be easy to find that mission. That was one we had to stop doing because we tried everything and could not find the Centurion patrolling this route. But it is now showing him. So, Monday morning, normal time for the stream, we will be back live again of Origins. We'll start with these 2 gold question marks, followed by, hopefully, the Centurion. And then we just need to keep heading north. And there's a side mission up here. And we've got a few side missions still to do. It's a Papias for this area as well. And then once that area is clear, we will head further north and do this. We've got a couple of Phylactetes still to deal with. A few gold question marks in a couple of areas. And then hopefully by... I don't know if we'll get it all... We missed the question mark there. I don't know if we'll get it all done by the Wednesday stream. Obviously, we're streaming Monday morning. We're streaming Tuesday evening. I'm happy to carry on Origins as well. Tuesday evening, it's not a big deal. I'm happy to do so because hopefully, in theory, that will give us about 6 to 6.5 hours, maybe 7 hours of worth of time. Hopefully, that's enough time to be ready to start the DLC come Wednesday. It's kind of my hopeful thinking. Oh, we've got all the arenas to do as well, and the chariot races. And no, we haven't done all the stargazing missions. I don't know how many's left, but we haven't done them all. So we haven't been back just because we haven't done them all. So once we have done them all, we need to head back to... I knew where it was and now I've forgotten. Giza, wasn't it? And there should be a gold question mark here. We also need to find this Final Fantasy mission where the meteorite landed, just so we can tick it off. Really, more than anything else. I don't plan on using the weapons, but at least we can tick it off. And I'm not entirely sure where it landed. To be fair. Could even be that question mark there. I don't know. I'm not sure. You go to get silica, then you get the Isu armor. To be fair, we've probably got enough silica now. You need 50. I've got 58. You need 50 to hand in, don't you? So we've already got enough silica for it. That's not an issue. Obviously, we've done 3 of the ancient mechanisms as well. Yeah, but we haven't finished the star mission yet. I don't know where the next ones are. And that's why we can't do it now. The only reason we can't do it now is because I don't know where they are. Right, so that is it for tonight. So there's a gold question mark in Giza that hasn't shown up as anything yet. We went down there, it's a map, and it shows all the sites are. Yeah, inside the Sphinx, that's the one. So inside the Sphinx is this map, and you have to clear all the Stargazer missions, go in there, hand in 50 silica. And I didn't actually know you got Isu armor, to be fair. I didn't know what you got from that. So that's interesting. But, yes, so the plan is no live stream tomorrow. Monday morning, normal time. Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning, and hopefully, fingers crossed, by Wednesday morning, we may be able to start the first DLC if we've done everything else. But there's still quite a bit to do. We've done 3 trophies towards the platinum tonight. We've still got a few more to do. A few of them, I've just got to change a little bit how I play, I think, to achieve a couple of them. But yeah, we are getting there very quickly. So thank you all very much once more. You've all been brilliant as always. Thanks for the likes, the conversations, and just watching in general. It's always a pleasure to chat to you guys. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good weekend. And I shall see, I'm sure, most of you at some point over the next week. Or talk to you at least. Yes, have everyone have a good weekend. Thank you very much. And I'll see you Monday. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.